So I'm just going to keep this video short and to the point, because the thought of spending any more time looking at this man's face cripples my soul. I've referred to the ever-growing gaping contradiction that looms over all the rainbow unicorn generals at Sturgeon's disposal. That contradiction, of course, being the 3-year fight against stopping Brexit, campaigning for a people's vote and using all their subsequent free time to spew out cringy propaganda on immigration. The fact is, their mandate for a referendum relies on circumstantial changes. Changes that have yet to emerge. Changes that won't emerge if they were or are successful in their attempts to thwart Brexit or stop it, one way or the other. In essence, Brexit brings about the legal jurisdiction for them to have a referendum. So why are they trying to stop Brexit exactly? What skin is it off their nose what the UK gets up to if we are supposed to believe that we're going to sail off into the sunset with our referendum? Their excuse is that they want the best for the UK, and then they follow up with claims that they're going to have a referendum as well as. Now, unless they're granted some buckshy referendum from somewhere, it stands to reason that their claims of holding a referendum is merely a covert way of deviating attention from the blatant aforementioned contradictions. Before your mind is able to formulate that their actions to stop Brexit render their mandate no more, they're quick to jump in to tell you that they're going to have a referendum regardless of what happens. Rather clever if you ask me. So just to clarify, the circumstantial changes in their mandate rely on Brexit happening. That said, peace.
On the road though, if we're potentially looking at a unity government being formed, that might be the compromise that the SNP has to make.
Well, look, at the end of the day, I want to see the people in the UK given the opportunity to have a vote as to whether or not they wish to stay in the European Union, but I also want the people of Scotland to have a say in their own future as well.
Question to you then, at what point does the SNP stop fighting Brexit or even accept a softer form and move on and start severing ties with England?
We are European. We are European citizens. We are not prepared to give that up. It is right that the people of Scotland have that opportunity to have a say in the future. That day is very close at hand. Opinion polls show there's a majority support for a referendum, and of course the SNP government was elected in 2016 on a mandate, if there was a change of circumstances, we should call a referendum. I want to see the people in the UK given the opportunity to have a vote as to whether or not they wish to stay in the European Union. Opinion polls show there's a majority support for a referendum, and of course the SNP government was elected in 2016 on a mandate, if there was a change of circumstances, we should call a referendum. Look, at the end of the day, I want to see the people in the UK given the opportunity to have a vote as to whether or not they wish to stay in the European Union. And of course the SNP government was elected in 2016 on a mandate, if there was a change of circumstances, we should call a referendum.